What's kicking, y'all? Kwikpanik here. Now I'm back in gear, don't you have no fear. And today we have a kind of chill episode of Duel Links. We're not actually going to be doing any duels like the last two episodes. There was a new set that came out called Blades of Spirits. And there are a lot of cool cards that came out in this set after getting Gladiator Beasts. In the last one, we actually got 6 Samurai. And we got Great Shogun Shien and Neo's Alias as the ultra rares. So I'm going to go ahead and open some packs with you, and we're going to discuss the cards that are coming out in this pack and their kind of uses and their impact on the meta. So I'm not going to bother like going one by one. We're going to get all these deals anytime I am getting a new pack. I always buy all of the little sales that they have going on down here because you get an extra super rare that doesn't come out of the box. So okay, first pack, let's go in. Blades of Spirits, the new pack. First card is the 6 Samurai Nisashi. Now Nisashi, all the 6 Samurais, just before we start, all the 6 Samurai monsters have to have another 6 Samurai on the field for their effects to be applied. And if they would be destroyed, I think it's by battle. If this card would be destroyed, no. If they're just destroyed by card effect or battle, you can destroy another one instead, as long as they're not all being destroyed at the same time. But this one, Nisashi gets to attack twice during the battle phase. Then we have Legacy of a Hero. I don't know if this card will get a whole lot of play, but you return 2 fusion monsters that are listed, that have hero monsters listed on them as fusion materials to the extra deck from your graveyard and draw 3 cards. It's an okay card. Now, 6 Samurai Yaichi is actually really good. So he gets to pop a face down spell or trap card on your opponent's side of the field. Oh, I guess yours too, whatever, it doesn't matter. As long as you have another 6 Samurai on the field. And he has the same effect. All the 6 Samurais let you destroy one of their buddies instead if one of them would be destroyed. So I like Yaichi. It's kind of like Bestiari was for Gladiator Beasts. 3 of a kind, it's not really a great card. Hazy Flame Cerberus. So when all the Hazy Flame stuff came out, I think they were all commons in the TCG, so I don't know a whole lot about them, but I know we do have Sphinx. So you can normal summon this card without tributing, but its original type becomes 1,000. That seems okay. Your opponent cannot target this card with card effects. When this card is destroyed and sent to the graveyard, you can add 1 Hazy card from the deck to the hand. That's not terrible. It's tribute fodder, but it has to be destroyed. Maybe you could special summon, I don't know, it's a fire to be destroyed with Fire King Island. Doesn't look terrible. Another Yaichi. So I actually want to build a 6 Samurai deck after I open a bunch of these packs. We got Kamon. So Kamon is kind of like Yaichi, except it destroys face-up spells and traps. Yaichi destroys only face-down spells and traps, and then the rest of his effect is the same, where he can't be destroyed. Or you can destroy somebody instead of him, sorry. Hazy Glory. You can normal summon Hazy Flame monsters for 1 less tribute. So that last guy that we had, you can just normal summon and plop him on the field. Ooh, same with Sphinx. You can send this face-up card to the from the field to the graveyard to target 1 Hazy card in your graveyard, except add it to your hand. Okay, that's not a terrible card. I mean, the Sphinx deck got a lot of, I think it got a little bit of visibility. I liked it. It was pretty cool using Maya's ability to see the next card on the top of your deck. So 6 Samurai Zanji is going to be the best of the 4-star 6 Samurais that we get all of this, and he actually will destroy the monster that he attacked at the end of the damage step. End of the damage step. So he really benefits from having another monster on the field, another 6 Samurai monster, because if you're running into something like a Blue Eyes White Dragon, just for instance, you can destroy it by destroying one of your other 6 Samurais, and he survives the battle. So he has to survive the battle. But yeah, Zanji I'd probably run 3 of, just so I have a 6 Samurai that's going to be standing on the field when stuff goes down. Okay, so let's get our super rare card. Harpy Dancer. So that was another thing that came out in the set with some Harpy support. So this one lets you target 1 wind monster you control, return it to the hand, then you can normal summon 1 wind monster. So it's an okay card. You can only use this effect of Harpy Dancer once per turn. This card's name becomes Harpy Lady while it's on the field or in the graveyard. So in the TCG, this had a little bit more implication. I'm trying to think how this would be beneficial. Could be decent. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what happens. I haven't built a Harpy deck. I know back in the day when this game first came out, Harpy Ladies were OP. Alright, let's get our 10 packs plus 1 SR. I know some people are against spending money on this game, but I'm not playing real Yu-Gi-Oh! Right now because I'm getting my fix here. So I have no problem spending a little bit of money on this game because I'm getting my Yu-Gi-Oh! Fix still, and I get to play with some really cool nostalgic cards, get to record some videos. Copy Night. When a level 4 or lower warrior type monster is normal summoned to your side of the field, special summon this card as a normal monster with the same name and level as the summoned monster. That's not that great. It's still a trap card. Same level. Nope, I don't think that'll see me play. 3 of a kind again. Yeah, that's not a great card. I'm so sad about Neos cards because, like, they look really cool and I really want to use them, but they have, like, middling effects and then they're sent back to the extra deck during the end phase, and they don't, like, pop the other monsters back out or anything. There are cards that can mitigate that, but I don't see them in the set, so that's a yikes. I do have a friend who does love him some Neos and used to womp on me back in the day, and I know you're watching this, and thank you for womping me so many years with Neos. So Legendary Ebon Steed, so this is an equipped card for 6 Samurai only. It gains 200 attack and defense. If it would be destroyed, destroy this card instead. So he acts as one of the 6 Samurai buddies, but it only works for destroying effects, so maybe good. Here's another Manticore. That looks really cool. I'm not familiar with any of the Hazy Flame stuff, so it's a winged beast, so you can special summon it with Island, I believe. I don't think there's a level restriction. Your opponent cannot target this card with card effects. Again, once per turn during either player's turn, you can send 1 fire monster except this card from your hand or face up side of the field to the graveyard. This card cannot be destroyed by card effects this turn. That sounds pretty cool. Seems decent, and you can normal summon it. Here's another Neos card. I don't think these are going to get a whole lot of play, unfortunately. Hero Mask. It's a decent card. I'm trying to figure out if it would be good in this game. Everything's different from the TCG. But target 1 face-up monster you control, send 1 elemental hero monster from your deck to the graveyard. And if you do, that target's name becomes a sent monster's name until the end phase. If we had Miracle Fusion in the game, this would be a totally different story. But right now we only get it with Jaden's effect, I think. Neospacian Dark Panther. This card brings back memories because back in Rescue Cat format in the TCG, you ran this because it was a crush card target and you could bring it out with Rescue Cat. But once per turn, you can target 1 face-up monster your opponent controls until the end phase. While you control this face-up card, this card's name and effects become those of the target. So it doesn't gain the attack and defense or anything, but he gains the effects, which is kind of cool. Could be decent. Temple of the Mind's Eye. This is an interesting card. Any battle damage a player takes becomes 1,000. I don't know if that'll see me play. Heroes Rule 2. Heroes Rule 2. This used to be a side deck card back in the day, but you negate the activation of an effect monster, spell, or trap card that targets a card in the graveyard and destroy it. I don't think we have enough of that going on right now for it to be good. We got our 3rd Yaichi, 2nd Yaichi, 3rd Yaichi. Anyway, got another Nasashi, another Temple, and Sabersaurus. This is another card that this could be cool. Maybe Dinos will be good again with Rex and his ability to have the field spell on the field. But Sabersaurus is like, it's a vanilla. It's 1900, 500. But in the Rescue Rabbit format that we had a couple years ago, it's been a bunch of years now, actually, maybe 4 years. That card was a staple at 3 in Rescue Rabbit, just because you could use it with Rescue Rabbit and then make a Lagny or a Dolka Evilzor. And Immortal Bushi. So this card also has some implications that I think might be viable in this game. But he's kind of like a Treeborn Frog for warriors. I'll just read it. While this card is face up on the field, it cannot be tributed except for the tribute of a warrior type monster. So you can use it as tribute fodder for what are some? We don't even have any in this set, huh? You could use Freed, the Matchless General, is one of them. But anyway, continuing on. During your standby phase, if this card is in your graveyard and all monsters in your graveyard are warrior type, you can special summon this card. You must also control no monsters activate and resolve this effect. So this is for a pure warrior deck, but I think it has some potential. It's recursion, it's free recursion, and it's better than Treeborn Frog for warrior decks. So Yoriza is another 6 Samurai, and he can attack directly. So it's like 1,000 to the face, which in Duel Links is kind of a big deal because that's a quarter of your opponent's life points. I don't think this will be a staple in 6 Samurai decks. I can see an argument for one, but it'd be kind of cheeky. Another Hazy Glory, and then Xian's Foot Soldier in the... I don't know, this might be decent, but when this card is destroyed by battle and sent to the graveyard, you can special summon 1 level 3 or lower 6 Samurai monster from your deck. So that's Yaichi. Hand of the 6 Samurai, which we haven't pulled yet. And Kamon. And that direct attacking one we just got. That could be good just because it's a floating monster and you already have another 6 Samurai on the field when you're going into your next turn, and you can special summon Xian. It might be good. It might be good. Never mind. Maybe I was wrong. But Swift Strike Armor, continuous trap card. During your draw phase, each time you draw a 6 Samurai monster card, you can reveal it, special summon it. That might be another cool card. It would be a tech. I don't know. It's kind of slow. It's kind of slow. Another Kemon, Xian's Castle of Mist. I was looking at this when the set came out, and maybe viable at 1. When a 6 Samurai monster is attacked, the attacking monster loses 500 attack during damage calculation only. That's a lot of attack. Like I said, in the TCG, these cards aren't that great, but in Duel Links, it's a totally different meta. I wish it had another effect, just something small. Another Manticore, another Legacy, and Hand of the 6 Samurai. This card it got super expensive when Samurais got their support initially with the legendary 6 Samurai Xian. Just the legendary 6 Samurai shot this card up. It was a secret rare back in the day. But if you control another face-up 6 Samurai monster, you contribute 1 6 Samurai monster to target 1 monster on the field and destroy it. That has 1600 attack. That's definitely a staple. You run at least 1. At least. Nisashi, 6 strike, triple impact. I don't know if this card will see any play. Kind of a cheeky card, but if you control 3 or more face-up 6 Samurai monsters, you can activate one of these effects, destroy all face-up monsters your opponent controls, or destroy all face-up spell and trap cards your opponent controls, or destroy all set spell and trap cards your opponent controls. I don't think it's worth it, honestly. Hey, look, Kizan's here! I wish that card was out, but that would kind of break the game. Cyber Harpy Lady. So this card is always named Harpy Lady. So it's just a better regular Harpy Lady. It doesn't have an effect, but 1800 is pretty good. Let's see what our confirmed guaranteed SR. Yes! So Anishi Shien's Chancellor. We're getting all our 6 Samurai cards. I don't think I'd run more than one of this one or the other Shien just because it gets kind of cloggy. But cannot be normal summoned or set. Must be special summoned from the hand by banishing 2 6 Samurai monsters from your graveyard and cannot be special summoned by other ways. Once per turn, you can target 1 face-up monster, destroy that target. This card cannot declare an attack the turn you activate this effect. So you just drop it from the hand. It takes no resources. They're already dead in the graveyard, and you don't need them in the graveyard for anything else. And there's no limits on what monster can pop. So I think that's a pretty good card. I think that's a 1-of in the 6 Samurai deck. Let's go again. Yes, I will authorize that. I like that it doesn't pull the super rares from the pool. Makes me happy. Temple of the Mind's Eye, another Uriza, Xian's Castle. What else we got? Hazy Glory, Cerberus, and then here's another Fire King. So this goes with Yaksha. This is Fire King Avatar Barong. This card was pretty good back in the day. I remember when, what was his name? Gurunix? I think it was Gurunix. That came out right before I took a break. But if a face-up Fire King monster you control is destroyed by a card effect except during the damage step, you can special summon this card from your hand. So very similar to Yaksha. And then during the next standby phase, after this card was destroyed by a card effect and sent to the graveyard, you can add 1 Fire King card from your deck to your hand. Except for himself. So that might be pretty useful. I like that card. I'm sure somebody's laughing like, dude, that was actually really good back in the day. So we got more of these continuous trap card monsters. This one's Tiki Curse. It's a super rare. Special summon this card as an effect monster, rock type dark. Level 4 with 1800, 1000. So you can just special summon an attack, I guess. Still treat it as a trap card, of course. While this card is an effect monster, if another trap card that is a monster battles an opponent's monster, after damage calculation, destroy that opponent's monster. So they're trying to make continuous trap deck the thing, but I'm not feeling it. Okay, another Hazy Flame. Gosh, they're all level 6, I guess. I guess that's a point. Cannot be special summoned except by Hazy Flame monster's effect. Your opponent cannot target this card with card effects, of course. You can send 1 fire monster from your hand to the graveyard and tribute this card. Special summon 2 Hazy Flame monsters from your deck. You can only use this effect of Hazy Flame Periton once per turn. Hazy Flames might be kind of fun. They're getting a lot of cards. Your opponent cannot target this card. Now you can send 1 and tribute this card. Special summon 2 from your deck. Stay tuned for a deck. Stay tuned for a deck after the 6 Samurai one. Heroes Rule 2, Legendary Evansteed, another Cyber Harpy Lady, Uriza, another Cerberus, and another Periton. Then we got Kemon, Heroes Rule 2 again, another Dark Neos, Hero Mask, Legacy of a Hero, another Zanji. I think that's only our second one. I think they've both been glossy, which is really cool. Temple of the Mind's Eye, blah, 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 another hand. So I'm thinking that 6 Samurais might actually be... here's another new card. If a 6 Samurai monster you control is destroyed by battle, special summon up to 2 6 Samurai monsters from your hand. Might be viable. Might be viable. I think that 6 Samurais might actually be pretty decent because in Duel Links, I was talking this over with a friend. In Duel Links, you start with 4 cards if you're going first, 5 cards if you're going second, and the ability to drop Great Shogun Shien is pretty wild because you get to choose. Well, your opponent can only activate 1 spell or trap card per turn, right? And you have to choose which card makes the most, right? So the monster effects that you get out of just normal summons aren't entirely strong. I think spell and trap cards make a lot of the power in Duel Links. Like enemy controller is a staple, of course, Super Rush Headlong. So you can only activate 1 spell or trap card per turn, and I think that puts your opponent on a pretty hard lock. I'm thinking that you might be able to run like Magic Drain in this deck, or I think Magic Drain with Great Shogun Shien in Duel Links might be a thing. So that's just my personal thought on this. So we got big old shiny stuff going on. Another Shien Scheme and Neos Alias. This is the best Gemini monster. So Elemental Hero Neos Alias back in the day, oh, it's glossy, was super good because you could use it in conjunction with Gemini Spark, which is a quick play spell card that does not exist in this game yet, but it was a light, so you could use it to make Elemental Hero the Shining with Miracle Fusion. It was Disruption during the battle phase, so you could get rid of one of your opponent's monsters, or even Disruption for a setup, and then you get to draw a card off of it. So it replaces itself while it fills your graveyard and disrupts your opponent, so that makes it super good. In this game, it's 1900 Gemini, which is pretty good, and with Supervise it becomes Elemental Hero Neos. So you can actually use these fusions that we're talking about down here. So there might be some implications. Might be some cool implications. Legacy of a Hero, 3 of a kind. Iru. Oh, I just skipped Iru. Can we look at it real quick? There we go. Legendary 6 Samurai, or legendary. These are not legendary 6 Samurai. The 6 Samurai, Iru. At the start of damage step, if this card attacked a face-down defense position monster, destroy that monster. Without flipping it face-up, it's just destroyed. You must control a face-up 6 Samurai monster with a different name to activate and resolve this effect, etc., and he can save another person. He has 1700 attack. I think Iru might be a 2 of. Zanji's a 3 of. Yaichi's a 1 of. I'm kind of building this in my head, sorry. Guaranteed SR, another Harpy Dancer. We already went over that card. Maybe Harpies will be fun. I don't know. I think... How much more credit do we have? I don't even remember how much I put on here. We'll have to start using gems soon. I don't want to add funds. So, we're just going to open whatever my gems will afford us here. And then I'll continue buying out the box later. I just want to get a peep at a little bit of everything. Maybe we can pull a Shien. If not, we'll just go over him in a second. Another Sabersaurus. I would like to use a Rex deck. Nope, 3 Sabersaurus. We got to do it now. Gotta do it now. Another Uriza, come on. Blindly Loyal Goblin. I remember this guy back in the day got a little popular with all the like noob players, because when this came out, I was a newbie. But because it's an 1800 attack monster, as long as this card remains face up on the field, control of this card cannot switch. So Snatch Steal was a thing. I don't think Brain Control was a thing yet, but Snatch Steal was a thing, and Change of Heart might have been for a little bit while that card was out. So he was actually pretty decent in beatdown decks because your opponent couldn't do anything about him. Definitely Econ was around, so I think that was an actual thing. Another hero, Neos Knight, Copy Knight, Shien's Castle. Where's the Shien, bro? They're gonna make me pay more money, I bet. They're not gonna give it up. Another hand. Alright. And then these are the last 8 packs. Let's see what we can get. I'll go over the rest of what we didn't pull. I didn't want to make this too terribly long. I just want to talk about the set a little bit. I'm really excited about the 6 Samurai stuff, so you're going to see that on the channel for sure. I don't know how the shinies work. Like, that wasn't a super rare. Why'd you get me all hyped with the shiny stuff coming out of the packs? It's just rude. Hold on, look. This should be Shien, right? That's what that means to me? No, it's a spell. Well, Yoku. So this card is interesting. I don't know if I like it or not, but activate this card by targeting 1 set spell or trap card your opponent controls. Your opponent cannot activate the targeted card in response to this card's activation, so it's kind of like the anti-magic arrows, except anti-magic arrows is a quick play and you have to enter the battle phase and they can't activate any of their spells and traps. This one, it can't be responded to unless they have 2 back rows. They can respond with the other one and then that one to get around it. That's how we did it back in the day. But while this card is face up on the field, that set card cannot be activated. All Beast Warrior type monsters you control gain 100 attack. Without the really good Fire Fists like Bear and Gorilla, I just don't think this card is too great. But I can see its applications in Gladiator Beast. So that might be something. Look, okay, what's going on? You're giving me a seizure with all these colors. Is this Shein or not? Tell me it's Shein. I'd be a happy duck. Looks dark. Oh, no. All right, sweet. So this is the card that I wanted. Great Shogun Shein. If you control 2 or more face-up 6 samurai monsters, you can special summon this card from your hand. Your opponent can only activate 1 spell or trap card each turn. If this card would be destroyed, you can destroy a face-up 6 samurai monster you control instead. I think this card is extremely good. I don't know if you run 1 or 2 of them, because if you're running Inishi, it's a hard decision. So I'm going to mess around with builds, and you'll see them on the channel. You'll see how it works. So you let me know what you think about it in the comment section, how many Sheins you would run. Why is Kuribo winking at me? Is there something good in here? He's like, hey, you got another Panther. Thanks. So I'm happy I pulled both of the... Why is he still up here? I pulled both the Ultra Rares. Maybe he disappears after this. So we only missed a couple Super Rares, and I'm not tripping that hard. So one of them is Superconductor Tyranno. He's not that great, but he's 3,300. 8-star light. Dinosaur, once per turn, you contribute 1 monster, inflict 1,000 damage to your opponent. This card cannot declare an attack the turn this is activated. That extra clause at the end, I feel like, was unnecessary in the TCG, but kind of necessary here because that's a one-shot kill. 1,000 damage is a lot, so maybe it's a good thing. I don't know. We already pulled him. We pulled Dancer. Parallel Twister. This might be good because you have Dimension Gate, and you could probably pair it with this. I don't know if it's better than Storm. It lets you choose monster or spell or trap, so it might be decent. But Parallel Twister, send 1 other spell or trap card you control to the graveyard, then target 1 card on the field. 1 card on the field. Destroy that target. So, might have some applications. Powerful Rebirth. This was one I actually wanted. So, activate this card by targeting 1 level 4 or lower monster in your graveyard. Special summon that target. Increase its level by 1 and attack and defense by 100. When that monster is destroyed, destroy this card. So, it's like a Call of the Haunted. Except it's limited to level 4 or lower monsters, and I think in the 6 Samurai deck, that would actually be pretty good. Just because you have to have 2 6 Samurai monsters on the field for them to activate their effects. But those are the only cards we didn't pull, I'm pretty sure. Everything else saw some love. So I'm probably going to empty... I won't empty out this box. I'll probably reset it and then go for the 24 packs and see if I can get a couple Neos Alias and a second Shein for sure. But I think the rest of the deck is finished pretty much, honestly. But let me know what you want to build out of this set. Let me know what you want me to build out of this set and use on the ladder, because I'm so down to play with 6 Samurais, do something with Neos Alias, I don't know, Hazy Flame Beast. This looks like they got enough support to do something. I'm not exactly sure what yet, but special summoning 2 Hazy Flames from the deck is really good. I'm looking at you, Periton. So leave a like down below if you enjoyed this kind of video, this kind of content. If you like the pack openings, if you like the discussion about the possible impact of cards on the meta, if you think that's valuable information, let me know down below. If I missed something or a combo that you thought of when you saw some of these cards, let me know about that too. Subscribe to the channel. I upload Duel Links at least twice a week for now. After the Pokemon series is done, I'll probably do more Duel Links and less Pokemon, but that's all in the future. Stay tuned. That's all I got for today. Hope you guys have an awesome day. Later!